Here we go.
Just keep walking.
Look at this. Petra, Wednesday. Okay. The music's going to change. Here we go. Oh gosh, I'd forgotten this. Oh, I hear...
Bees.
I hear insects.
Yeah.
Maybe flies. By the way, there have been lots of options for us to take longer dialogue options. We've tried to abbreviate things because we know for a fact that the humans being possessed by the ghost to communicate are in pain, and we don't want to prolong that. Stella. It's going to jump up at me. It's going to jump up at me. It's going to jump up at me. Oh, okay. Okay, good. No. Interesting.
Where the hell did that come from?
Oh, we forgot to talk about the part where we got rescued by Wayne.
Yes, just as things got very bad because a large scribble with teeth kept getting closer to us, and we're pretty sure that's the ghost that is communicating to us through our friends.
I'm calling him Mr. Teeth. That's
yeah,
my name.
Mr. Teeth. The exact moment where it looked like things were about to assume very much the shape of pear. Wayne opened a trapdoor behind the moon, came out and explained that we really should stay in the house because it's safe there. But that girl kept threatening our safety and that this wouldn't be allowed to stand. So he basically threatened Stella.
And we are not standing for it.
And as a result, his friendship with Wayne ended.
Well,
terrifying, blood-soaked, mucusy friendship with Wayne kind of suspended at the very least.
It is strained. The relationship is strained. Mr. Teeth, forgotten brother of Dr. Teeth of Electric Mayhem fame. High five. High five.
High five.
High five me. There we go.
When can I play?
No.
In the band?
No.
Not today, baby. Start the car.
Okay. Let's go on. We're going to go with the key and eye option here. So Wayne is connected to the ditchlings. He knew something about them. If I also remember correctly, he curb stomped
a ditchling.
Wasps? No. Wasps are, I'll see you in hell, you tell them I sent you. I don't like wasps. Bad. I don't know anything about that, and I don't care to find out. But if that gets you to stop engaging him in conversation, then sure, he's connected to the ditchlings, and he's super evil and bad, and talking to him will curse you. What does she know? Or whatever it is those things are supposed to do. She knows something. She totally knows something. Killer clowns from outer space. God, that was an adventure.
Oh.
No!
Oh, this is not right. The two of you step out from the brush and into a long wooden corridor lined by bottles and rails. Look at the painting. And something is... Mr. Teeth is trying to climb in through the hole in the roof.
I see a lot of things here. All right, we're going to just pause for a second.
Zach.
So, that is horrible and creepy. I hear cows? Or pain?
It's flies. It's flies or it's moans.
And we have Mr. Teeth up here.
Yeah.
The portrait has definitely got eyes, and the facial expression is modifying. Oh. And there's an individual in this bed.
I'm guessing it's Zach, judging by the hair. And the hat.
Yeah. And there's a ditchling sitting right there, and there's another one up here. Oh, man. Oh, man. Wasn't that guy from the library run out of town on a rail? That is correct, Kazika, he was.
Look at all the rails.
So he was the one who was in charge of and owned the mine, and the town decided he was responsible for the mine collapse, and literally the process of running somebody out on a rail is lynching. It's basically where mob justice decides they're going to get rid of somebody, and they tied him to a railroad track and picked it up and took it out of town. So this is continuing in the motif of we are learning more about the history of the town.
Mm-hmm.
And Grim, I'm with you. Our current operating theory is that the Scarlets, i.e. Tabitha and Petra's family,
Yeah.
may have actually been responsible for it and placed the blame on him or contributed. It's all becoming very, very blurred. And be prepared, because I have a feeling a person possessed by Mr. Teeth back there is about to pop up on the screen and emote
If
at
it's
us.
a dude, I'll do him, so you rest your voice.
Okay. I think I'm okay. Thank you.
A figure rises to attention, blocking your way.
It's our Scooby-Doo. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. These are the people with us on the ghost hunt, being possessed
They
by
are
Mr.
aware
Teeth.
of what's happening to them.
They are in pain.
Oh. As Zane is swept away, the room pulls itself to you, and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. Oscar lies in its center, looking pitifully small.
Not Oscar. I'm going to turn the music down a little bit because that is painful.
Teeth is outside.
He's right here.
He's also on the other side of the room. Hand on the window.
Yeah. Well, this was a corner. Look
Yeah.
at all the ditchlings. He looks very, 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 very sad. He sounds in pain.
I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. Sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now.
So this is Charles Jr.'s father.
Yeah.
Who drank himself to death, it looked like.
Yeah.
Drove your mama away as well. Oh, man. The face in the mirror. I don't see a face in... This is the window here. I don't want to play along. I don't want to prolong people's pain. I want to make observations.
This is the function Kenai has, yeah.
So Oscar is Charles Sr. Yeah, Charles Shaw Sr. You should probably know about him by now. Everyone in Scarlet Hollow knows about him. But they don't know about his son. What do you know about Charles Jr.? Yeah, that's a good question to ask. Because now what I'm wondering is if Scarlet Hollow, the town, and the Scarlet family in particular, didn't know that Charles Shaw had a son.
Yeah.
They ran him out of town.
Yeah.
She left him.
That's very gothic.
Let's ask. What do you know about Charles Jr.? As much as you do. I didn't even know there was a Charles Jr. until tonight. So that supports our theory. Besides, the ghost is filling us in on more than enough of his life story. I'm sure we'll both be experts on everything Charles Jr. by the time this is over. If it ever ends.
Damn it, Junior. How many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that damn snake Enoch went behind my back.
Who's Enoch? Oh. Oh, what bullshit. I kind of want to hear it talk. That's what we're here to do. Let it talk.
You quietly wait and let the spirit continue. You're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he has dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hands. Still, they destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest.
Okay.
Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there. Tell people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please.
Oh, boy.
I know I've not been the best father, but I'm no murderer.
This is a good
Yeah, it is.
question. Do you think that's why he was getting close with Edwardine? Oh, I don't know. I guess it's possible. But it doesn't look like it panned out.
Oh, crap, I just figured something out. Damn it, boy, I may not have till the morning. Promise me. Promise you'll go back. And at the very least show that Enoch bastard what for.
What's your theory?
That's a minor. Look at the face. Look at the single light. That's not an eye, that's a lamp.
Oh. I can't say yes to that.
Nope, and you can't say no.
It does look a bit like a miner's helmet if it
Yeah.
slid over.
You watch as Oscar's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him.
This ghost is so full of it.
Always comes back to the mine. Your cousin steps forward and disappears through the hole left in the bed, leaving you to follow.
Well, kind of wish I had another choice here, but I don't really think I do. Tabitha's just not buying any of it, is she?
Nope.
Well,
You find yourself pressed uncomfortably against a trellis. A small castle sits off to one side of the wall, and the bars of a prison loom over both all of it and all of you.
so we'll take a second and look at the scene here. Yeah.
That's a small castle.
And there's Mr. ram's head sitting on a horse, unicorn. He's got a sword, look.
And there's Toothy McGee.
Here's Toothy. We've got one ditchling here, another here. Avery. That's...
Climbing up the trellis again. How very Romeo and Juliet of you. No need to run off. I won't tell the old man. Though you've gotten slobby, you should try to be more careful if you don't want him putting you in an early grave.
So is Avery playing Edwardine?
Sounds like it.
And we're still from the POV of Charles Jr. So,
also, Avery is huge now.
Or the perspective pays no attention.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the castle walls coming in at an angle here. So I think what's going on here is this is the perspective of Charles Jr., who's in love with or trying to court Edwardine, who's trapped in her family house or something. Thanks for the pointers,
strange and new friend.
I like keen eyes. Are the bars metaphorical or are they real? You keep asking me things like I know any better than you do. We're both seeing the same rooms. Yeah. You grew up here. I just thought you might recognize stuff. It's not like this is exactly what the real world looks like, is it? How am I supposed to recognize anything when it's all messed up like this? For all we know, none of this even happened. She's so hip deep in a river in Egypt, isn't she? She's just completely in denial. And even if any of this did happen, who's to say this is even close to an accurate interpretation? We're watching the memories of a dead man.
No, not one of her brothers. I'm a prisoner, another victim of the Scarlet's lies. Like you, Charles Shaw.
Not one of her brothers. I don't follow that line, okay?
Yeah, it's a good spot, Petty. That does look like a mausoleum.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh!
Is this what's in the Forbidden Wing?
I too hate the Scarlets, except for lovely Edwardine. Please tell me of their secrets and lies. I like this. It's a good question, but I don't want to piss off Tabitha. But I think this is a safer way of going about it. Tabitha, does our family have a history of locking folks up in some sort of rich people dungeon? What a ridiculous question. Of course not. I think I would know if our family had a history of imprisoning human beings in the estate. Is that a thing people actually do?
Narrator, yes it is, and yes she does.
Okay, Tabitha, what's in the Forbidden Wing? You and I are going to have words later.
A mere generation makes no difference. His blood runs in your veins, does it not? And now it runs in hers.
His blood runs in your veins.
Charles Shaw.
And now it runs in hers. So who is hers? Does Charles Shaw also have a daughter? Incesty.
Yes, it seems your little trysts bore fruit. And oh, will you ever be in trouble when the old man finds out.
Yeah, it sounds like Charles and Edwardine had a daughter.
Tabitha's eyes go wide. And here we go.
Yeah. Fruit as in... Shh! Let it talk.
Oh, Tabby.
I think this might be important.
You know you don't have to keep dangling there. Come inside. You'll be able to hear me through the door. Just fine.
That's what I'm starting to get worried about. I have a feeling that we may be descendants of the combined Shaw-Scarlet line.
Welcome to the crimes of history. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, fudge. The world around you swirls, and you and Tabitha find yourselves pulled to the other side of the wall. A door bound by countless locks and chains pulsates before you.
Isn't that the door in the Forbidden Wing that we went and looked at?
Yeah,
in her house?
Sure. Yeah, pretty sure it is. Mm-hmm.
Tabitha, you got some splaining to do. Yes, I do believe that is the forbidden place in Tabitha's house.
Didn't Dustin's mom say something about how an asshole had moved into the green room and thrown her out?
Wasn't that the greenhouse in the garden?
Yes.
I thought. Oh my.
Okay.
Let's follow standard procedure. Take a look.
We got...
Behold all the ditchlings. Behold Mr. Teethy over here.
Teethy Magoo.
Look, the contrast is much better here. It's a mining helmet on its side.
Yeah.
Look. See,
yeah,
you can see the brim of the helmet there. It is. It's a skull with a mining hat on the side. Ooh, very well done. Very well done, artists. Very well done. And this door with all the locks ain't gonna stop crapolinzy. Dustin would tell you in the first chapter that one more human lives in the mansion. Dustin Mom would fight Mr. Teeth and win. Absolutely. Oh, Tabitha, we're about to learn a lot of very scary, scary things. I'm going to save really quick as well. There we go. Oh, gosh. This is definitely supposed to be the estate, but I can't tell how much of this is real and how much of this is metaphor. Stop talking. We might miss something.
That's not what I invited you in for. I couldn't escape even with your help. I merely wanted to offer a warning. Leave town now.
Why does everybody keep telling us to leave?
Well, deuces, I'm out. Tabitha, lose my number. I actually kind of I wish I could.
This town is definitely cursed. I wish I could, or should we just listen? Remember what Tabitha said, just listen.
Yeah.
Let's listen.
You maintain your silence. You can't take her with you. It's not possible. You can always stay and die. But if I were you, I would use my healthy legs and run as far away from Scarlet Hollow as possible.
Having another theory. It may not be us. Yeah, I'm with you, Ducky. That's an interesting adjective choice for the legs, right? Definitely curious about that. But I'm developing another theory. Yeah. I don't think we have Avery's character here anymore.
We don't.
Avery's no longer here. It's just Mr. Teeth.
They're being used as a mouthpiece for something.
I can't get over it. It's not us. It's Stella. Stella, whose parents died in a car accident trying to leave town.
That would be horrible.
Stella, who never went to college.
That would be horrible.
Reese is not in a wheelchair.
Wheelchair bound.
Reese is emaciated and wasting away to nothing.
I hear the beaches are nice. Why don't you take a permanent vacation there?
Should we try to play along?
Let's try to play along.
I wish I could.
You've been talking to the witch, then. How very interesting.
Tabitha talked to the old woman in town.
Didn't she?
About a tea. And us saying, I wish I could.
Oh, God.
Charlie, get away from the door. Don't listen to it.
There are two.
Hold on.
There are two.
Hold on. I hate seeing poor zombie Gretchen. Charlie, get away from the door. So if this is still Charles Jr., then Stella's currently playing the part of his mother, telling him to get away from something that's in the door of their house.
And talking to them.
Stella? Eddie.
So Stella's being possessed by Edwardine.
Let's just remain silent, I think. I think there's something that's got to be acted out that we need to watch. I really want to talk to Stella. This is very in character. But I don't want to rush the ghost and, not giving us clues. So she's Edwardine. We're not... Our POV is not Charles Jr. at this point, is it?
It has to be. She specifically says, Charlie, get away from them.
Yeah. Okay, let's listen. You maintain your silence. How does it know that? Oh, gosh! She got pulled away. And it's gone now, too.
And it's daylight for the first time in a while.
This is just too much. I want to go home. Do you feel sick? I feel sick.
It may be time to have the talk. I would go with either, are we related to Charlie? Or...
Hold on.
or that.
Yeah. The, I think we should ask this. I think we should ask if we're related to Charlie. Are we related to Charlie? No. And I know that for a fact. Even if we can trust what we've seen here, I'm sure Grandma Eddie just miscarried or something, right?
We're absolutely related to Charlie.
Yeah, we're absolutely related to Charlie.
Thanks, Tabitha. Big help.
Come on. The quicker we get through this, the quicker we'll be out of this ghost place. Hopefully. Yeah, she has no way to be sure.
You and Tabitha walk after Stella and into the darkness. Oh, beans. You and your cousin find themselves crouched under a large table. Stella stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. Ditchlings, theatre.
We're under a kitchen
A
table.
lamb.
Yeah.
It's a helmet.
It's a helmet on top. Oh, like it got crushed into his...
Uh-huh.
Because why wouldn't there be puppets, right? Exactly. Exactly. And yeah, he really is getting closer every freaking time. Oh, man. Why is she holding one of her shoes?
She's not. It's just how she's sitting.
Okay. Oh, I don't know why, but this feels so much worse than the last room.
Yap. Yap. Yap.
They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. So is this... Let's try this. We've got to be near the end, right? That music is the same song that started playing when Stella first showed up. Charlie the Puppet Maker. Symbolism much. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think you're right. What a creepy scene to end things on. I can't believe that ghost is making Stella humiliate herself by doing a baby voice. It's embarrassing. I'm just going to keep using the creepy ghost voice. I'll try to keep it away from my brothers so they don't smash it. Though I wish I could make it move like you can. Are we still Charlie?
That's what I'm taking as.
Keep it away from my brothers. So, if... So this is when Charlie's a child.
Yeah.
So this is them back in Scarlet Hollow before Dad was run out on a rail. Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to place it in chronology.
That's a really good spot, Duck Pond.
Yeah.
Teeth holding his hands like that.
Edward had one brother who...
died in World War One. They fell in love as kids. Yeah, that tracks.
And you can even do the voices. You know, you could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. So, is this Charlie and Edwardina meeting as children?
I think it might be. That would make sense. We finish at the start. Dang, even possessed Stella is out here trying to monetize hobbies. Mood.
That's the plan, and maybe you can come with me. We can both avoid the horrible things that are going to... Yeah.
I actually like, so do we have a plan?
I like this.
Mm-mm.
Oh, so that's why everyone's been moving so weirdly while they've been possessed, right? He's got a thing with puppets. He sure does. A traveling show, and you want me there too? Oh, we could go to all the towns along the beach. Uh-huh. I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. So all these two kids wanted to do was run away, fall in love, and get to the beach. Boy, did that not go well for them.
Oh boy.
I wish we could go back in time all those years ago and tell them what we know. Me too. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. Ugh. You can see the tiniest shimmer of tears in Tabitha's eyes. She blinks.
Oh, she
and
knows.
they're gone. Well, it's sad. It's affecting.
Mm-hmm.
There. Are you done now, Charlie? Can we leave?
Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Tabitha get in another word.
Thanks for that, Tabitha. Oh, crap
Oh,
on it.
fuck.
Oh, my... But did bad!
Oh, fuck you. A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it.
Nasty. I wonder if there's actually a stage somewhere in the town. Yeah, I'm with you, Triffids. Strangely, I don't feel drawn. That's okay, thanks. These are explore options, so they won't advance. The trap door. Are we back in Rosalina's room? We must be. Which one of us is going to open it? I'm going to say I'm scared. I'm scared. Well, I'm not.
It creaks open all on its own.
I have no idea what's about to happen, folks. Just to warn everybody. But the music is building. Like Magnus style building. Yeah. I'm like... Oh, God. This is so much worse than opening it ourselves.
You and Tabitha are shoved from behind and tumble through the hatch. You're a dick, Charlie.
I don't know if that was Charlie. Might have been Wayne.
Back in the mine. I took some digging, but it's there.
Okay. Pause. There's about to be... Okay. People are saying there may be about to be violence to follow, But I want to pause for a second. That is the second seal we've seen. The center of it was the ram's head motif.
Yep.
The one in the mine was different.
This is under the library.
This is the one under the library. I will bet you money there is one behind the door in the old Civil War field hospital.
Yeah.
That may be chapter 4.
Pretty sure.
So here's Charlie.
Note the art change again as well.
Yep.
The map was right.
Is that Edwina?
Yep. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it.
Okay, she has got a baseball bat behind her back, folks. Content warning, all right? I'm gonna take a sec. I'm gonna sip my drink. I'm gonna give us all a moment. Mind how Charlie's in black and white like Mr. Teeth was. And notice again, we're not seeing his eyes or the top of his head, just the lower part of his head. So why is she stopping him?
Because she's cursed. Whatever it was that Enoch did, we can undo it. It's possible she's not acting under her own will.
But Enoch's her father, isn't it?
But all the phraseology we've heard, you could drag her across the town limits and it wouldn't make any difference. All the stuff about how you have to deal with it before you can ever be happy. She's locked here.
Or maybe Enoch's heirs are vessels and he can possess them.
And maybe that's why Tabitha's terrified.
Maybe.
We can be happy together.
Okay, that word did not complete.
I know.
I'm telling the chat this. Content warning. We're about to have some violence. Oh, there's his eyes.
Eddie?
She's crying. Oh God. I'm actually gonna be sick this time.
What are we writing down?
Did that scene get created after brutal pipe murder ?
And yeah, that was Mr. Teeth's silhouette.
Yeah. Explains the caved-in skull shape.
Yep.
Yep. There we go.
Your cousin violently heaves into the void, but nothing comes up.
So maybe Charlie's stuck here because he was violently murdered by what we now think may be our grandfather. So we need that map that Charlie thought would fix everything.
I'm guessing that's chapter 5.
There's nothing here. This place is completely empty. Here comes Wayne.
I'd go with the keen eye option up top.
Yeah. Did you see the tear running down her cheek? She was conflicted. I didn't, but that's a good point. This whole thing isn't very fair, you know. We only saw one side of the story. Isn't isn't only one side of the story what the Scarlets have been giving since 1918? History's told by the victors.
Maybe Charlie just sucked.
Yeah. I don't want to say that's rich because she'll take it personally. Isn't only one side of the story what the Scarlets have been giving since 1918? Shut up. Fuck.
Oh my god.
Stop doing that, game. Ugh. What now? Sweetheart, do you see where you're standing?
This is a courtroom.
This is a courtroom. That is not where you want to be standing. Oh, man. Hold on. Is it just glasses reflection? Is that why? Yeah, it's glasses.
It's just
reflection.
glasses.
Okay.
You can see Gretchen's eyes.
Oh. Yeah. Now we see his whole face. All right, I'm saving. Always save before the courtroom drama. Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes?
You gotta let this go, man. Get over it.
That's the only thing I can truthfully say.
Yeah. I'm sorry you died.
Yeah. I'm not selling Tabitha out. OMG, no.
No, Tabitha's gonna sell herself out any second now.
Yes, she is. I'm sorry you died. Don't answer it.
You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood.
That's not how any of this works. Are you kidding me? I hate it here. I hate it here so much.
Until you do, I cannot die.
Why?
Because Tabitha's the heir in charge of the mine. Tabitha is Enoch's literal blood, and given that she is your cousin, my guess is she is Enoch's literal direct descendant blood.
Until you repent, I cannot die.
Also speaks to the idea that Enoch had occult knowledge, and this is a curse. One that could only be broken
Or it's just an angry ghost that can't move on until it's put its business to rest. It doesn't necessarily have to be the curse. Remember, the curse, as far as we can tell, affects the Scarlets. It's why they can't leave. But him being murdered by a Scarlet and not being able to rest doesn't necessarily follow.
It's very lawyery. I appreciate it.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. There's a combo of special trait and dialogue option that leads to a very interesting courtroom scene. Okay, you have to tell me all about that later. See, that's the problem, Stitch, is we're starting to get enough evidence that Edward Dean and Charles had a child. And therefore, it may be a combination of you are both Enoch and Charles's descendants. That it's a mixed bloodline now. Oh, I want to die. Please. I have been alone in the dark for so long. Oh, now I feel sorry for him. All I ask is for some of your years.
Oh, God.
No. No, no, no. To pay for the years that were taken from me.
Oh, God.
Buddy, you taking from me. No, no, no. Yeah, right, KP? How does more life let you die? No, we're not doing sacrifice. What? What are you saying? My life was stolen from me. Who's Alexis? Oh,
Rosalina's friend.
Rosalina's friend.
I want some of yours.
It's only fair. No. 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 It is absolutely not fair. You've got to be kidding me. Neither of us had anything to do with what happened to you.
The sins of the father.
Are to be laid upon the children. One of you must forfeit. It doesn't matter which. Bullshit! These are both explore options.
Take him.
I don't understand. You will live a shorter life.
And I will finally be satisfied.
I will have justice. I will finally die. I will leave this house at last. This house. Does he mean
He's buried under the
Rosalina's
house.
Yeah.
He's buried under the house.
How much shorter would my life be? Ooh, you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You aren't seriously entertaining this thing, are you? That isn't for you to know.
Fuck you.
Just as it wasn't for me to know. One day, sooner than you'd like, you will die. And we were coming to this. And if we refuse, then prepare for jump scare.
I will stay. I will stay until I get what I am owed.
The sentence has been handed down. That's the main theme song.
Yep.
Make your choice.
What the shit?
I hope I didn't come too late.
They're all back. Look at them. They're all back.
She came down the steps.
Yep.
And their eyes are all back.
This is about to go to end credit.
Yes, it is. Mom? All of you had better get out of here before the spirit regains its composure. This is certainly a strong one, isn't it? Don't worry about the others. They're safe. I got your call, Tabitha, but it was definitely not easy getting down here.
Fuck's sake, Tabby.
Why did Tabitha call Sybil?
It was the call she made from in here. It's connected to the tea. It's connected to all of this. Tabitha has had an inkling of what's going on much, much earlier than everyone else.
Get us out. Sorry, wrong voice. Get us out of this pit, Sybil. Tabitha, I don't think it's wise to leave something like this where anyone could stumble across it. Why is that my problem? It wants something, doesn't it? And I think you know which of you should volunteer. Ooh. You must be joking. Yeah, Sybil. Look, she's in slippers. Look at this.
She's in her jammies.
You're the eldest cousin. You're the one who actually lived in this town. It's only right. Absolutely not. We should just leave. I'm not giving in to the demands of some dead guy.
Notice you can't volunteer. None of your options are, I'll do it.
Yeah. Do I agree with Sybil that Tabitha should be the one to handle this?
I think the neutral one is I'm not leaving before I put this thing to rest.
I'm picking one of these two options.
Assuming Tabitha's still alive in 10 minutes, she's going to kind of hate you if you go with the top one. Would be my instinct.
I think this is the best option.
Yeah, it gives her space to make the call herself.
Yeah.
And she knows. She's known since she came down here that something like this is on the way.
Ozzy, I'm exactly asking that exact question. Have a good one, Sarah. Thanks for joining us. Which is, how the hell did our mom get out of town?
Did she die early? Did she pay this kind of price?
Did she not actually leave?
Did she not actually leave?
All right, let's go with this one. I'm not leaving before I put this thing to rest, Tabby.
You take a step towards the spotlight. As you move forward, Tabitha's hand is on your shoulder.
But if our mom paid this thing off, why is it still here?
Yeah.
Petra, what are you doing? Oh.
I actually really
there's so many good options here.
I really like our family ruined Charlie's life. It's only we have a responsibility to do what's right.
We have explore options. So let's use those first. What if someone walks into the annex and gets stuck in this labyrinth of impossible rooms?
Hey, Rebesco, it's all gone very pear-shaped indeed.
It's gone very, 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 very pear-shaped. This is a good time just to remind everybody of... I don't know what's coming next, so they're just a reminder of the content warnings. Then we'll close up the library. It might just go away on its own. Who knows? Why give up something like years of your life to some ghost who might not even be telling the truth? Yeah, and this is another explore option. Where are Oscar and Rosalina gonna live if I don't do this? Is that what you're worried about? Good God. Don't give up years of your life just for somebody's rental. I own properties. I can let them rent from me. Oh, this girl needs to learn responsibility.
And she's going to learn it good and hard.
She is just hip deep in a river in Egypt. She's completely and utterly in denial. She is like so privileged and bottled up. I'll even throw in a discount. Tabitha.
I really like our family ruined Charlie's life. We have a responsibility to make things right.
Yeah. I take responsibility so that, even if she doesn't, yeah. I like the idea of talking about taking responsibility. Our family ruined Charlie's life. We have a responsibility to make things right. Sybil is right here. Please don't do this.
You wordlessly step into the spotlight. Wow.
I don't know if there's a way to make Tabitha do it. This is really cleverly done. Oh.
For the first time in what feels like hours, the earth around you feels solid, real, but also soft.
We just got 2 achievements. For the sins of the father are laid at the feet of the children.
You feel it pressing in on all sides, cold and growing tighter by the second as the soil settles. Literally clearing our way out of a grave.
Great,
cool.
Thanks.
Your arms tear at the earth until they break through into the air. Absolutely look back behind you. As you gasp for breath, you take a look into the pit behind you. He died on the sigil.
And it's that's
him.
Look. Thanks, Hawkeye.
Charlie's mummified remains stare up at you, sad and broken, at the bottom of the pit. You're only able to maintain your gaze for a moment before exhaustion overwhelms you. With the last of your strength, you hoist yourself from the pit and collapse on the floor. You feel like death.
No. Petra, what happened to you? You look awful. Good choice of shirt.
Yeah, resonant.
It's done, Tabitha. If you have any regrets, keep them to yourself.
That is where Sybil and I differ. You try and think of words to say, but you're still delirious from what happened, and you struggle to form coherent thoughts.
Come along, Petra. Let's get you home. Yeah, good point, Stitch. I think it is a good question for Enoch.
You quietly walk towards the stairs. Tabitha rushes to your side to give you a shoulder to lean on as you walk.
Or maybe they're the reason for it.
You're outside. It's real this time.
But look...
No ditchlings.
But look at the filter of our vision. Look at this, like, how our peripheral vision has faded. Like the colors are muted. Like our eyes are tired. No ditchlings.
The cool breeze chills you deeper than it should, and you realize just how drained you feel. Your legs are heavier, harder to lift as you make your way down the steps of the library, your lungs wheezing as if you've run a marathon.
Oh, God, the idea that Tabitha brought us to town on purpose.
Yeah.
That's something we need to explore.
You can almost feel how pale your face has become, your lips dry and thin, your hands almost trembling with the effort of raising them to your face as you trace the new lines and furrows that have formed there.
I'm gonna go wait by the car. Just let me know when you're ready to go home.
Your cousin walks off before you get the chance to respond. I'm gonna peace out too. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. Got a lot to ponder.
So they remember?
Everything. They seem to remember everything.
God, that's horrible.
See you, Rosalina. See you, Alexis. Zane walks off down the road.
Where is Oscar?
Where's Kanika?
Where's Kanika? I'm so sorry. I wasn't there for you earlier in the night. I had no idea what y'all were planning to do. How are we supposed to know it would be like that?
That is the first time Kanika and her mom have been on the same side of the screen.
Oh. Things have been strange around town, sweetie. Now's not the time to be poking around in the supernatural. I thought you learned that lesson yesterday. But magic isn't real. I mean, it's not supposed to be. God, that hurt. Everything is so...
Kanika stops. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Stops mid-sentence as she realizes what's happened to you.
Oh my God, Petra. Poor thing.
My bones weren't meant to bend like that. I'm gonna be hurting for a few days, at least. Petra, did you...
Oh, I'm really tempted.
Do it. Do it.
Just taking responsibility for something that should have been dealt with decades ago.
Is our house safe?
There's nothing there now. Petra took care of it.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I had no idea. It had never been like that before.
Safe as houses.
So, that really happened then. That ghost really did take away years of your life.
I'm afraid so. Everything in this world has a price. And those years were unfortunately what it took to put that spirit to rest. I can't believe Tabitha let you do that. It's outrageous! If anyone should have paid a price to put that ghost to rest, it should have been her.
Yeah. Yeah, it should.
I don't think I disagree with you. You don't even live here. You're barely even a Scarlet. It's just... Ugh, it's just so unfair.
My God, she's you.
Shush. She has much better fashion sense.
Hey now.
I agree. It is unfair. But I did my best to sway her, and what's done is done. There's no use dwelling on things. Kanika takes a deep breath and sighs. You know, Petra, the salt and pepper look is good on you. Maybe this isn't all bad. Kanika. Sorry, just trying to be positive. Stella's way better at that. Is she okay? I was wondering the same thing. We just saw a ghost and she's standing off by herself. It'd be a normal reaction from anyone else who had just seen a ghost, but this is Stella we're talking about. I'm gonna go talk to her. I'm gonna go check in with her.
Your vision's clearing a little.
Not really.
I have never seen anything like what we saw tonight. Absolutely dreadful. And I don't think my dear Stella is having an easy time with it.
Oh, hey Petra. I'm so sorry I couldn't get you out of there sooner. I'm so sorry, Petra. I don't think I can talk right now. Okay, I'll call you. Okay?
She's crying, by the way.
Is she?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like she is.
She hurries off down the road. That seems fair, yeah.
I think she took the brunt of things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time right now. Should we go after her? She's a strong girl. She's had to grapple with a lot of turmoil in her life. She can handle an evening like this. And nobody here should be rushing after anyone right now. I.e., leave Tabitha alone, too. That goes doubly for you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. You'd better not get any ideas either, Petra. You need time to recover.
Look at all the explore options.
Were you all conscious that whole time?
Everyone glances at each other, though none of them technically gave any of their years away. You can see how exhausted they are, how unsettled.
Yeah.
It was awful. Kind of fun, too, but mostly awful. I'm pretty sure we remember everything, at least up until Sybil showed up and snapped us out of it. I can't believe I let Rosalina go in there. How could I have been so careless? After everything she went through in the last day, how could I have let this happen?
You couldn't have known what was going to happen, Oscar. None of us could have known. Don't blame yourself.
I'd seen it before. I should have known it could get worse. I shouldn't have let Rosalina come down with us.
Dad, what did I tell you? Stop blaming yourself. You couldn't have stopped me. If you tried, we were just going to sneak in after you. Yeah, Rosalina was going to make us go in there no matter what. You didn't put a ghost in our house. This is not on you.
They're such good kids.
Yeah. I know you both had a difficult time of this, but the storm has passed. Things will start getting better from here. Do any of you know who you were supposed to be? No idea.
The words just came out. There was no context. Nothing. But there was a weird feeling. Like an overwhelming guilt.
I was so angry. I was mostly just scared. I didn't feel any of those things. I felt... I don't know how to describe it. I felt powerful.
Oh, hello. I was just cold.
Avery and Kanika's people were hardest to identify. I wonder if that's not an accident. Yeah. There's other people involved.
I also wonder whether we get a bit of a Jean Grey situation going on here. Kanika is the daughter of a woman who is very clearly extremely supernaturally gifted.
Yeah.
I wonder if this was an awakening moment.
I'm not going to ask what it was like being puppeted. No. That's rude. I ran into Wayne in one of those rooms, and he vaguely threatened Stella if I kept poking around. Wait, are you serious? Should we be worried about her?
He's not harmless. I think, of course we should be, is probably quite a good response in this instance.
Of course we should be. I'll make sure Stella knows what's going on.
There was someone else in there, but that's my house. Rosalina and I live there.
Did he say anything else to you? We don't need to trouble Petra for any details. No one pay any mind to that man.
Who drops by Sybil's house?
Mm-hmm. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. He's a ghost. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. There was another carving in there. I wonder if those things are being tied to everything supernatural that's been happening. Yeah, I wonder, 1 is a coincidence, but 2 on back-to-back nights?
I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. Have you been finding carvings around town? This is news to me too.
I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this and that all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow.
That old lady is laughing because she's remembering when she did this when she was their age.
Yes, exactly.
She's like, we're in the Scooby Gang phase. All right, okay.
Oh, do you hear the crickets?
Yeah.
Sun's coming up. No, I don't want to ask that. I guess I should head back with Tabitha.
And I should probably head back inside. It's starting to get chilly and there's still work to do to get Rosalina set up for the night.
Don't be a stranger. And let us know if you need anything, Oscar.
I will. Thank you. All of you. Again.
I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika, dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. I'm very worried about Kanika not feeling well, having just visited Reese.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, we've had no mention of her cold in the previous 2 episodes.
That's correct. Kanika wearily treks back to the general store. Before I go, Sybil places a hand on your arm, holding you back for a moment. I'm sure you have questions after everything you saw tonight and about what's happened to you, but let's not get into it here. I think everyone could use a little rest, relaxation right now, yourself included.
Oh, cool.
Stitch says
Thank
if you
you.
choose to spend time with Kanika instead of Stella early this episode, you find out she's got a cold. If you swing by the tea room sometime tomorrow, say early afternoon, you and I can have a little chat. I'll see you then, Petra. And thanks, chat, for letting us know. Sybil leaves you and catches up to her daughter. Poor Avery. You can't help but overhear snippets of their conversation as they leave. Keen Eye. I think next time I play, I want to be Keen Eye and Mystic.
Not Street Smart.
I know, but I would miss talking to animals.
I know.
I really would. My whole body hurts, Mom. What was that? And I want a better answer than a ghost. It was a spirit, dear. I've never been a fan of the word ghosts. You'll be alright. Let me get you some of that special tea. It's been working well, don't you think? I think ibuprofen would be better, but I gotta admit, The tea has been nice. I'll put the kettle on as soon as we get home.
Guess it's just the two of us now.
If you do book smarts and tell Stella you're a lawyer in chapter 1, chapter 3 takes an interesting turn. Oh God, when you're in the courtroom. Suppressing her powers? No. Maybe keeping her from manifesting her gift around a haunted town?
I have
so many questions!
I find it tremendously interesting that you have this 3-personal generation. Kanika, who has a cold and is on specialty. Tabitha, who is the heir of all the sins and is drinking tea from Sybil.
And Reese, who's being medicated by his mom.
Reese, who's being medicated. And Stella, who has been cauterized from the town through the death of her parents. She barely interacts with anybody. She loves everyone, but she is so alone.
There's some sort of generational effect happening.
Something has deliberately, almost premeditatedly, maimed this generation in this town. I find it interesting we're left with Avery.
Yeah.
That was a pleasant surprise.
What do you remember?
As far as I know, all of it. I might start forgetting soon, but for now, it's all fresh. The twisting was not the most pleasant, but even though I feel like I got tossed in a blender, it honestly made me feel alive.
So you have no idea who you were. I could roughly place most of the others.
None whatsoever, but I remember everything I said. And I remember that cold feeling. A prisoner of the Scarlets. I wonder what your family was up to back then. I guess we can add it to the ever-growing pile of mysteries.
So you don't regret coming along tonight? He is. They are very cute.
I can't believe you're the one being apologetic right now. These bruises are temporary, you know? Look, that was a horrible experience, and it will stick with me for the rest of my days. But it was also kind of amazing for that.
Very pragmatic. Not pragmatic.
Stoic, almost.
Stoic's wrong. They're more open to experience. Open. Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense, but how many other people can say they were possessed by a ghost?
Fair. I don't want to talk about shared trauma.
That seems dickish, yeah.
I'll see you around.
Yeah, I should probably get going. I'm supposed to have a shift tomorrow morning. I might have to call in sick. But here's hoping a good night's sleep is enough to heal up. And I hope you feel better soon. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Avery heads off, leaving the square in front of the library empty. Time to wrap things up here.
I swear to God, if I have to deal with Tabitha.
As soon as you get into the car, the exhaustion of the night's events overwhelms you.
She's furious. Look at her face.
The ache in your bones becomes a dull throb as your body sinks into the seat and your eyelids pull shut as if weighted by lead sheets.
We're back. Do you need me to carry you inside?
That would be nice, actually. It hurts to be alive.
Dang. Was I asleep for the whole ride? You were. Now, come on. Let's get you to bed.
You're back inside. The chill of the night breeze is a little better here, but your legs are numb with exhaustion. No ditchlings, just horror.
Well, we're back. I have to imagine you want to get to bed. How did you know to call Sybil? Look at that guilty look on her face.
Straight to defensive, yeah.
Who else should I have called? The cops? I believe you've seen their competence on full display. Besides, I'm sure you've heard that old woman talk. If anyone in this town would have known how to deal with a ghost, it would have been her, right? Okay, I'm calling it here. You've got to get to bed. You look like death.
Interesting, we only get one option there. You find yourself unable to object.
Don't keep poking around looking for trouble. You just have to make it to the funeral. 4 more days, that's it, and then the bus comes. I want to see how she reacts.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have to leave the holler. I could get used to this place. You're delirious. Anyway, night. See you tomorrow.
Time to go to bed. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. Before your thoughts can drift away to nightmarish recollections of hours past, your phone buzzes on the nightstand.
Bet you it's Stella texting.
If Wayne is standing outside holding a boombox, I swear to God.
Hi. Sorry I ran off earlier. Wound up in a really bad headspace. I care about you so much. So sorry you got hurt in there. Just need some time to get a handle on things.
You are such a good person.
Sorry.
I actually...
Ooh. Leave her on red.
I actually kind of like Do You Need to Talk?
If I call her, she's not going to answer. I like the idea of Do you need to talk? Hang on a second. I want to go back through the dialogue real quick. Oh, no. Ooh! Oh, hey, what's this? I didn't even know this existed! Okay, I'll have to go back to this. I just wanted to see my diet. What does she say? Just need some time to get a handle on things.
Yeah, I think Do You Want to Talk? Not just calling her is probably a good play.
Yeah. Yeah, saving might be another good idea. Let's just... Stellas are bromance option.
Yeah.
So this might be good too.
Yeah, either one of those would work for me.
I'm the sorry one. I let that ghost hurt you. You put your phone back on the nightstand.
It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town. A little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. has been put to rest at the expense of unknown years of your life. The spectre of the night's events will linger over you for every day you have left, a grim reminder of the price you willingly paid for the crimes of a family you never met. Maybe it'll be easier in the morning. Maybe your joints will ache just a little less than they do now. Maybe you can still right the capsized ship of your now broken life.
A little grim.
Or maybe things will only get worse from here. This is the end of episode 3. Thank you so much for playing. We hope to have episode 4 released before the end of the year.
I got more accomplishments, and I didn't see what they were called.